Point someone one night at a call center, the 3 mistakes of my life, 2 states, Revolution 2020, in the non-fiction titles, What Young India Wants, and he also has another novel, Half Girlfriend, which was released in 2014. Chetan's books have remained bestsellers. Some of you have been following his columns on the Daily with English and the Hindi newspapers. He's also a motivational speaker and a screenplay writer. And above all, Chetan will be looking out for the family too very shortly. For the moment, I also would like to hand it over firstly.
Normal book launches go in a certain format, but this one is special, and it starts with thank yous. So I think the first thank you at a book launch is for the readers who've come here today, who've braved the traffic, who've been waiting patiently, who've supported this journey, a journey that started 12 years ago, and who've been persistent and always looked out for the new book and supported us in this journey. So thank you guys, thank you for making this journey possible. So I think before we begin into welcoming, I want to do a thank you to all of you, because this wouldn't have been possible today without all of you. Second is a big thank you to Chetan for writing one book after the other, one successful book after the other, may I add, and giving us a lot of entertainment to consume and a lot of information to digest in his non-fiction. A special thanks to the mall, Crossword, and everybody else here who's helped in organizing this show. This is a fantastic evening, and I think this wouldn't have been possible without the personal interest of the Crossword team. But outside of the thank yous, there is something interesting here. It is not just about the one Indian girl in terms of Kangana. It is about every one Indian girl who's standing here, who's come for this book launch, and every one Indian girl who's read the book. Because I think all of you ladies are protagonists. You are part of this book. Somewhere or the other, you will find yourself in this book. You will be able to associate with it. You will be able to remember a moment, and this is your one Indian girl moment. So it's not just Kangana, but it's all of you together.
Hi, thank you. Sorry, not enough chairs for everybody, especially on the balcony seats. Can you hear me though? Yeah, clear? Yeah, okay. So I was just checking on Google Maps where Kangana is. So right now it's telling me 5 minutes away. So hopefully she'll be here in 5 more minutes. The traffic is really bad, and girls take longer to dress up than guys. So I think that I know now after writing this book for sure. But thank you so much for coming. I always do my book launches in public places because that's what I write for. I write for people, and I've got such a tremendous response over the years that I try to challenge myself more and more with different subjects, in some ways trying to challenge myself. But this time I think I have taken a bigger challenge than any other time, and I think you guys will decide that whether I've been able to do it or not after you read the book. So this time I'm writing in a girl's voice. I write my books in first person, so this time I'm writing as a girl, in the voice of a girl, trying to get into the mind of a girl, and that's quite difficult for a man to do it. Most girls will say that men don't understand us. Is that correct? Yes. So, and it is difficult to write a book because it is difficult to understand women, and then you have to figure out what is going on in women's heads, and you have to write a whole book on it. Now the problem is, even women don't know what's going on in their heads sometimes. So it becomes very difficult to do that. But after having written so many books for 10-12 years, I finally had the confidence. I felt I can do this, and so I tried to make an effort this time to do a girl who is Indian, but who's a mix of, you can say, modern and traditional. Yesterday someone asked me, sir, is this the heroine of your book, is she Indian or is she Bharatiya? Is it one Indian girl or is it one Bharatiya girl? And I thought that's a very strange question, because they kind of mean the same things. But I think what they were trying to ask is she traditional or is she modern? And from my research, and I did a lot of research for this book, from my research, what happened? अभी आई नहीं है अभी आ रहे कुर्सी हिला ला के okay so my research told me that girls even girls who want to do modern things they traditional values family values they still remain very very important for this book I interviewed around 100 women wherever I used to go I used to ask women I used to sit them down I used to say I'm writing a book as a girl can you please tell me what girls think can you please tell me what girls are all about I would go on a flight if I'm on an Indigo flight I'd go behind and meet all the flight attendants and I'd ask okay what do you girls think what does your boyfriend think about your job you know so they would slowly start opening up and I would know from them I'd interview in hotels like any working women especially because my girl is a working woman so I interviewed a lot of working women so I learned a lot of things there I also had to do some very strange things because there is a waxing scene in the book so I thought how do I write this scene so I went for waxing I got waxing done it's very painful especially if you've never done it in your life it's very very painful I still have marks to show I will not show them today but so that was quite an experience to do that and that was just one example of things we guys don't know we just don't know what women do that's not of course the biggest thing they do so hopefully when you read this book you will enjoy it a lot before this book came out we gave it to around 50 people to read most of them women but also men and we got very good feedback the girls first reaction was I can't believe a man has written this book and I hope that you feel the same way and for guys the most number one reaction was so is that how girls think is that how my girlfriend thinks and it's a book which will help you understand your girlfriend or wife better I think hopefully but then you read the book and you decide now I've spoken a lot now I want to know where Kangana is she arriving I'll check you know what I was going to do some question answers later on so I think I'll do 2-3 questions now till she arrives and then that will save us time later and then I can start the book launch etc with Kangana okay sir so we'll do some Q&A remember that movie Hello yeah you remember Sohail Khan wow not bad huh so that was not a movie that did that well but it was my first movie and how many of you read One Night at a Call Center okay quite a few of you had so if you remember there was me in the book in the first chapter so I remember Atul Agnihotri called me and he said I want to make this movie and I just want to tell you who will play you I said who will play me they said Salman Khan will play you I said done you just make this movie I don't care about anything else so if you see Hello Salman Khan is playing me so he had to keep his shirt on and all that so I mean but there was one song in that movie he removed his shirt anybody remember that song hardcore Salman Khan will remember what? Bang Bang wow man that you really remember that I'll convey to him I'm a big fan so it was very strange at the first time because I was not from the film industry I came and I remember coming to the shooting and seeing Katrina for the first time and you know if you've not seen Bollywood much and this is the time when there was no Instagram there was no social media so you don't see stars in real life you only see them in movies or maybe some magazines or whatever and it was such a strange experience to see Katrina there and Salman there but then lunch break happened and there was a buffet and they were taking food from the buffet and eating it and then I thought are yaar ye Katrina khana bhi khati hai like how is she putting dal in her katori how is this possible it's like you know when you're in school when your kids in school and you see your teacher and the teacher you don't think the teacher is anything else apart from a teacher right अगर आपकी टीचर किसी दिन आपको मार्केट में सब्जी खरीदती मिल गई अरे बोलेगा ये क्या कर रहे हो मैडम you know you should be with the blackboard and chalk how can you be buying bhindi over here so like that I felt and then slowly that you can say that starstruckness goes away and now although I love it that my movies are made sometimes I do miss it because I know now the actors as people and मुझे लगता है अच्छा ये तो इंसान ही है. So that star thing goes away. But it is quite an experience. I've been very lucky that so many books have become movies. I've been very lucky all the movies have done well. Let's see how many of you, I mean, I don't even have to ask this. How many of you have seen Three Idiots? Yeah, I mean, and how many have seen Two States? Yeah, everybody. And Kai Poche, maybe a little less. Kai Poche also, Hello, we discussed. Which else? You know, I wrote another movie which many people don't know. Kick also you've seen, right? So yeah, and now Half Girlfriend is being made. Today also there was shooting in Bombay. So we'll bring Half Girlfriend to you. And now, so yeah. Next question.
Thanks, Chetan. I wrote open.
Hi. No, you know, Chetan's always been very popular with the ladies.
Arey, ye kab hua?
No, he has. All our friends are usually always, you know, like, how does he do it? So I think, you know, he had a lot of fun, and you know, asking all our friends for their views, giving them particular situations, asking them, you know, how women think. So it's, you know, he's become even, I would say, cleverer when it comes to women.